So last night we had a bit of a scare. So now our plans are going to change. Chris got a great start yesterday on the chicken tractor. He was all excited to get it done. It's going to happen. We need it to happen soon. We need chickens in that garden. But like I said, we had a scare last night. We had a pretty close call. So now we're going to have to change directions and prioritize different and get something else built first.
I think the goal I'm shooting for on these is going to be 8 foot wide and 12 foot long. I think that's going to give me a pretty good area. We're going to start with the skids, and I've got these 2x5s. I'm going to cut up for the skids, and the rest will be 2x4 and 2x3 lumber. So hopefully it won't be too heavy, but let's get some chicken tractors built. Definitely don't need plans for this. And you know, I'm sure there's people who would rather use plans. Maybe they don't have the creative ability, or they want to try something that's tried and true and something, you know, a million people have made. But it's sometimes like kids, you know. Sometimes kids can just come up with a solution without even thinking, before we overthink everything. And I think that's kind of like with the chicken tractor. Just build it simple, make it where it works. Don't worry about everybody else's plans and how they done it, and making sure you've done it right, because there is no right, there is no wrong. Like I said, there's only a few principles to it. Housing your chickens and protecting them, and moving it around the field. My suggestion is just get out there and have fun doing it. I'll be right up.
Huh?
I'll be right up.
You don't have to. All right, I love you.
I love you.
That looks really good.
Well, we're losing daylight. I'm getting hungry and it's kind of getting cold, so I'm going to eat. We'll continue tomorrow. I came out last night about 10 o'clock. Dookie went out with me and he took off straight up the hill to the out to the chicken area, and I heard him barking and I heard a chicken moaning and crying like something was killing it, so I ran up here to check, and luckily Dookie got here before I did and ran the possum off, but there was a possum in there trying to, I guess, eat all the eggs. We have one broody hen. She's a little bantam. She's been sitting on eggs for about a week or 2 weeks now, and she was the one. She was kind of backed up against the door, and she had a bunch of feathers pulled out of her, and there was a possum run all the way back to the corner, still stuck in the chicken house. I ran to get the gun, popped the cap in his ass, and we pulled the chicken out to check it, and she was fine. She just had some feathers pulled out of her and she was really scared. But we had this really crappy old chicken coop. We built this several years ago.
It was a temporary coop.
Yeah, it was a temporary coop. Yeah, you can see it's pretty crappy. It's had a lot of shit thrown on it to patch it and cover holes and stuff during the winter, and it's in pretty rough shape. It was a kind of a quick build, just something for in the moment. That moment has passed, but we do have most of our chickens actually go in there and stay at night.
We don't have that many chickens right now.
We don't know why they love this thing, but that's where they like to go. I don't know why, but anyway, so it's not very protected, and animals can get in and out of it, other animals besides the chickens. So right now we need to really just tear it down and build something new. I'm not going to tear it down yet. I'm going to move some things around. I got to get a rabbit cage out of the way, and we're going to build, I got to get all these rabbit cages behind me here. I got to get this stuff out of the way, and we're going to build something right there and get rid of this old torn up thing that's falling apart.
I'm sure you can see we do have another chicken house. It needs some cleaning and reworking as well. It's in nice, better shape, and it will stay, and we were already planning on doing that. Like I said, we're rebuilding the flock. The problem with this older flock of chickens, with smaller flock, actually over half of them were going to that house, and we only had a couple that were going in this worst one that's in worse shape until a bobcat came to visit. And so they're already scared to go into that chicken house, which is why, and that happened recently after we were back here. That happened, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah, we unallowed the bobcat.
They're no longer an issue, but the way this flock of chickens is, they won't go in there because of that. And now they're going to be so terrified of what's left up here. When I came out this morning to let them out, they were all backed up in one corner of the chicken house, like just so unsure to come out. I kind of stood off to the side. It took a few minutes. Finally, Pedro, or a little rooster, came out, and then the others followed. But they were, I don't know what's going to happen this evening. I don't know if they're going to go in there, and I don't think they'll go in there because of what happened a few months ago. So now it's, it needed to be done. It was on the list, but now it's moved up to the front of the list. So our chicken tractor is going to have to sit in the garden for a day or two until we get something going here for the small flock we have, because we got to build this. I had to buy eggs for Christmas. For Christmas dinner, I had to buy eggs. I was so mad I hadn't bought eggs in so long. So, I mean, I was already dead set on working on the flock. It's just going to look a little bit different than we thought it would because of last night.
Yep, so let's get things moving and get this new chicken house being built. I gotta go get some lumber. I might have to cut some more lumber. I don't know how many 2x4s I have, but This one I'm going to build off the ground. It's going to be where I can move it, find better spots for it. It's not going to be mobile without a forklift or a bobcat. It will be able to be moved.
Okay guys, day 2 with our chicken coop. Got to get it done. Got other things going on.
Yep, we're doing a Gambrel style roof on it. I got the 2 end pieces on it to test fit. Now I'm cutting out the rest of my pieces for that, and we're gonna continue building. marked them all too, so just for reference. Like 25 here. My links are marked too. Up here I got like a 45. This is 28 inches. And it's a 20-degree cut here at the peak. This is 30 inches. And then 25 at the bottom. So it seems to all fit together pretty good. If I did my math correctly, which I probably didn't. Maybe I did. Just putting these with 20 degree. Putting these. So this works for 50. So I get the roofing and everything together. And
Chickens won't judge you.
should be enough. Once I run my pro. If you see, I've got a foot of overhang. What's in here? I'm gonna put some windows in this thing too. So I'll have a little, I'll have doors on the ends or windows up top on the eaves to open up in the summertime to let out hot air. I decided to put a little bit of overhang. That way rain won't go in at the same time when the window's open. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch hardware mesh on the bottom so the chickens can poop on the ground and I can park this thing over the garden or wherever. And that's where we're at so far. That's what we got so far. It kind of looks like a cool bed. Hey honey,
What?
think we put a mattress on this and make us a barn bed?
You want to sleep out here?
Not out here, we can put it in the house.
I don't think it's going to fit.
It'd be kind of cool, huh?
It would be cool.
We can make it about a king size and that would be a really nice bed. Maybe raise the roof a little higher and that would be a good idea. Okay, so scratch the chicken coop idea. I think we're gonna make a bed out of this instead. Yeah, you fit. I mean, it's like 10 foot long, 8 foot at the bottom, so that's perfect. Yeah, so that's going in the house. Okay, so we gotta go to the sawmill and cut some more lumber now. I gotta cut some 1x strips and make my siding. So off to the sawmill we go.